If I will tell myself earlier, that's how you actually turn yourself into 360. I mean, your life, really. If your background is from the average people or poor people, that is one of the best platform to you to change your life.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another TFT interview. My name is Kenta. Today we're joined with Dinie T. He's funded with $250K and he's gotten paid out over $25K in payouts. He's from Malaysia but currently living in Australia. Welcome, Denny. Thanks for joining us.
Hello, I can.
How's it going today, bro?
Doing good. I'm doing good. Great so far.
Good. Tell us a little bit about your journey so far with trading and how you got into it.
The reason I start trading during the COVID, I think it's not the starting of the COVID. I think it's on May 2020. On that time, I just working just like a normal people guy. I'm just working, go back and to work, and then I just chilling with Netflix. Basically, I didn't have a purpose on that time, so I was thinking about investing in spare time. And then I was laying at my bed at night. There's suddenly at YouTube they come out advertisement about the forex trading and everything. It caught my eyes, and then I start to learn, and then I start to have a look on the possibilities. That's what made me start trading, because during the COVID we got the restriction and everything. I can't do everything else besides just work, and then that's it. So I have a lot of free time. I just want to fill my free time.
Okay, and did you begin trading your own live funds, or did you find firms right away? How did that work?
The first year I was studying and then finding a mentor. The second year I was like the whole year I was backtesting, and I did execute on the real position, but not in bigger lot sizing, just to make the process learning.
Yeah.
And then the third year, which is this year, is the moment where I profitable from the retail, but it's good if I have a big capital, big fund. That's what caught my eyes on the firm. I mean, yeah, I pay some small fee if I pass it and then get funded, which is I already been funded. So I get a big capital. It's just the same exactly the same technique, same trading. It's just a bigger profit.
Yeah, exactly. How many evaluations did you have to take before you got funded and paid out for your first time?
The first one was failed. The second one was failed. And then it's from the third one, which I bought the 100K account. But during that time, yeah, what I like about TFT, always give the promo code. I got the 50,000 account free, but it's separately. I need to get through the 100K separate, 50K separate. I made both of it, so I 150K. And then when I made a withdrawal over there, I just invest and buy more.
Yeah.
Of the account.
You said that you had a mentor. Like, who were your mentors, or how did you get to where you are today, you know, with your strategy and everything?
So this is regarding money, isn't it? Money, I mean, it's money change people, not change people. They show their true colors. I don't believe in myself. I just worry one day if I have a lot of money, I will be greedy, and money can. Sure. So I was finding a really great mentor, not only on trading, but the way, the personality, the characteristic. So I found one. His name is Ajim24. He's from Malaysia as well. He's more into fundamental volume trading. And my last mentor his name was Munjay Goodman. He's a Malaysian people as well. He's more into technical NFT and something like that.
Got it. What kind of strategies did they impart on you? Like you said, volume and what else?
So my first mentor, volume, is basically where's the big trader entry, how the wheel look at the market. The second one, just really a basic supply and demand, support and resistance, but basic in advance.
I know that there's certain Malaysian traders that trade like SNR, like Malaysian SNR and trend line. Is that sort of what you're trading?
Correct.
Give me sort of the timeline between when you started before you became profitable. Exactly.
So like I said, I was interested. It caught my eyes on YouTube on mid 2020. So the first year I was studying and then do the finding a mentor. Second year I was backtesting with a lot of screenshots from my first mentor.
Okay.
Yeah, the backtesting is not like easy as another gurus that teaching other people's. And then I found another one, the Munji. Yeah, I just want to keep learning, but I become profitable actually this year.
Did you become profitable through the evaluation firm space?
No, on retail first.
Retail first. Got it.
So I was profitable on retail, but like I said before, I need a bigger fund, bigger capital. Most people want to be FTT, full-time trader. I want to
Yeah.
be financial freedom trader.
Yes.
I
Okay.
don't want to look at the chart like 24/7. It's not
Yeah.
life.
Yeah. Okay. So are you like the type of trader that's like a intraday swing trader, scalper?
Depends. Normally, I do day trade and scalper just to make sure the account survive, and I want to hold, the account as long as I can,
Yeah.
not breach. So I need to monitor whether I confident with the setup, whether I trust my analysis. I still need to monetize or have a look on the chart whenever my position is executing. But on retail, I do all. I do swing, I do day trade, I do scalping. Depends on the particular setup that I sense.
Are you able to share your screen and maybe show maybe one of the last trades you took and in the strategy behind it?
So basically, I learned a lot before, but when I learn a lot too much, I become fear to entry because you know too much. Have you been on that place when you learning too much?
You have too much information. It
Too
holds
much
you back. Yeah,
until
for sure.
to execute the market.
Yes.
Basic, but I just implement with the mindset. Actually, it's all in the mind.
Okay.
Normally, I just open daily one or H4 like this. Identify the structure uptrend or downtrend.
Okay.
It always don't fight with the whale. Follow the whale.
Right.
I just follow that strategy. So obviously uptrend right now.
Yep.
But that was so too far. So my bigger direction, I know the goal gonna make another high. Following all what happened in the world right now, for sure commodities or gold will increase more in price because of the limited supplies of the gold.
Right.
Minor trend over here is already become a swap zone over here. I always use the engulfing. Have you ever heard about engulfing technique?
Yeah. The engulfing candle. Yeah.
I just use engulfing. So I was focused on buy in the longer term, but for the short term, will find opportunity to entry as well, because if I want to wait until down here, it's like 670 pips. It's way too long. Just in case the price come here and then break my analysis or hit my stop loss, it's a waste of time waiting. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not sure how many days
Yeah. It's a long time.
until. So I will find a sell setup first. I mark this zone because this is the bullish engulf fill, or we can say there is like a swap zone, break of structure over here. This is the first thing I do, but normally I will take my entry zone less than 30 pips. So I will go to lower time frame. I found another one smaller. That is basically how I analysis is very quick and simple. I'll go here to continue. Right. That is basically how I analysis.
I was gonna just say, what do you look for specifically for entry signal?
Like I see, I will looking for the major trend. I just identify whether still uptrend or downtrend. But if I want to wait for the buying position is way too long, so I find opportunity to sell first, just to not to wait. It's still, like buy in, sell, selling, buy. It always have opportunity.
Right.
And then after I mark my zone, I will at least filter it or reduce my entry zone to 20 pips or 30 pips and less, just to minimize the risk. Other than that, I just execute the market. That is how I analyze.
So as far as like your risk management, how do you like approach, like what percentage do you risk, and what is it, like how many pips do you usually risk when you're trading? Is it like a set amount, or is it change every different trade?
I will really strict like the other funded trader, 0.5 until 1%.
Okay.
If somebody already did it with that formula, just follow that. So
Yeah.
I risk 0.5 and 1% on my every trade. I just follow, and then I calculate my lot sizing and my minimum risk and ratio at least 1-2 in the position at least. But on retail, I risk more than 40% every setup just to go aggressive.
It means like different from trading your own live capital, right?
Yeah, sometimes during the news, it's just like go big or go home.
Like during FOMC, this last FOMC was pretty.
Exactly. Because my way, I withdraw from the firm and then I'm not using 100% of the money. I will divide into 4 categories. One to my pocket, one to the emergency and saver, another one into my retail account. Whether I trade aggressively and I mean it's not professionally, but it's still on capital free. It's from the profit anyway.
Interesting.
That's how I reduce my emotions because it's capital free anyway.
And then since we're on the charts right now, do you remember like maybe one of the last trades you took, and like you can kind of show us like what you saw and how you got into it, and like an example of sort of like the trade entry and everything?
The last time I was entry around here because over here I got my favorite setup over here. One is the impulsive movement, break of structure over here, and we have a resistance and bearish engulf, which is filled, become the bullish engulf over here. Actually, this is my last entry, just like 80 pips, and then I didn't trade until today, I think.
Nice. So that was you got into a long position. Do you put like a market order, or did you put a limit order at the bottom of the engulfing? Like how do you enter?
I will put market order, but on retail, I will execute by myself. Like I say, I analyze, I put my money management, I put my risk and reward, rather than that, just trust my analysis. In the meantime, I will monitor the market as well, whether it will keep going or it's already filled my particular zone. So I will cut losses sort like that.
Where would your stop loss be on that position? Like where would you have put your stop loss?
Normally, I use a fixed stop loss, 30 pip from my
30 pips for your entry. Got it.
I never use the structure, like the stop loss on the structure, because sometimes the structure was too far.
Yeah, that makes sense. So more fixed stop loss. So every time you enter a trade is a fixed lot size?
Well, it depends.
Okay.
If I am already in like 4 or 5%, I will maybe risking more.
Oh, I see. So if you're in profit, you might risk a little bit more.
Yeah, like
Okay.
2% on every setup.
Nice. Okay. For your like live funded accounts, do you have like a goal for profit each week, or like once you hit a certain profit on the funded, you stop and you withdraw? Like what's the strategy behind that?
I will normally target like 5 to 10% every fortnight because the withdrawal is fortnightly.
Yeah.
And then the withdrawal, like I said before, I will divide it into 4 category. It's the pocket money, the saver money put into the retail broker to trade again. And right now, I was funded like 250,000, 250K.
Okay.
I was targeting on mid 2024, I was target like 500,000 funded.
Okay.
By the end of 2024, 1 million funded.
I like that. I like your goals. That's great.
That is my current goal actually, but my bigger goals, I want to be in a brokerage firm because the worth of worst movies.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Not the end goal, my bigger goals.
You just mentioned that you just got off work, right? What's your like daily like routine with approaching the markets? Like what time sessions do you trade, and how do you prepare yourself for the trading?
I will only entry during the volatility of the seasons. I used to entry whatever the pair on whatever the seasons.
Right.
Have you been there?
Just trading whenever. Yeah, it's hectic. It's chaotic. You have to have a little bit of more organization for your mind, right?
Instead of I can get the 30 pips, 50 pips in 10 minutes or maybe half an hour or less than an hour, this one I need to wait for the whole day just because of the wrong timing. Sometimes it's floating in profit and then it's floating in loss, floating in profit. That's not trading.
Yeah.
I will entry during the volatility of the seasons. Okay. I don't trade Asian season normally because the volatile just like, as I look every past few months, it's just like an hour volatile, but not the bigger rewards. So I avoid the Asians. I didn't trade Asian seasons. Okay. I just trade the Euro and New York, mostly New York seasons.
Okay. As far as like for your psychology, like how did you get to a place where you could maybe hold trades longer or not get out of winning trades too soon? Like, was there something that you began to implement, like a daily practice, or maybe a meditation or something similar to that to like strengthen your mindset? Basically?
Yes. The first one, I was looking at the structure to identify, like just now, I already identified the goal will go higher. And then I'm a lot more to sentiment persons, not fundamental. I can read fundamental, but not really aspect. I'm more into sentiment, like what happened in our daily life. So I'm more into sentiment persons, like whatever happening in our daily life.
Got it. So even if there looks like there's an opportunity to sell and you have that sentiment, you're not going to take it because you're going to be looking at for long. So you're going to wait till you see a level of like maybe
I can do scalp on the sell position.
Okay. Okay. Nice.
This is like just for the bigger picture, the
Got it.
longer, I mean, the longer direction of the goal. I can buy, I can do sales. Like
Okay.
if I entry just around here to here, at least I can get 90 pips,
Yeah.
more than enough to take the setup over here.
What would
Mhm.
be a telltale for you to not enter a trade? Like, oh, I don't enter on a bullish engulfing, or like I don't enter on, whatever. Is there something that you would see that would tell you not to go into a trade?
Yeah. So whenever I already have my zone, when the momentum or the candlestick come in an impulsive way, I will stay aside first. I will make sure it coming like this way. Slowing the momentum, I will entry. If it was too impulsive, I will stay away first.
So if you see momentum, you're gonna wait for things to slow down and form, basically. Cool. Thanks for sharing and showing us, part of your strategy. It's always nice to see a nice and clear chart for sure. Tell me about like what has like been your maybe your best trade, and then maybe I don't hate to say the word worst, but one of your worst trades where you kind of maybe taught you a lesson or something. Obviously everyone's like, curious how much have you made in one trade, but maybe your best trade was more so following your rules and doing, maybe adding into a position, something that you remember, like, man, that trade really just felt great. Like that was a very well executed trade type of thing.
I think the best I trade is regarding the pips, not the money. With my own personal achievement, I was buying gold at 1811. Well, yeah, it's around 3,000 pips. That is my highest points that I made in
That's a
gold.
lot. Yeah. Was it something that you added into the trade, or was it one position and you just held on to it for 3,000 pips?
I got four position on that time. I already closed three at, I think, on 500 pips, and then only one I let it run.
Nice.
I
You
didn't
let something run for 3,000 pips. That's pretty good.
I didn't think until now.
Yeah. And then what about like your most memorable like trade that went against you?
I think that time on my second year during my bed testing, I was telling myself if I fail twice in a day and then that's it. But basically, I just keep revenge on the market until I can see my bank account is empty.
Oh yeah.
I didn't go to work for 2 weeks. I was broken heart on that time. I was
Yeah.
being dumped by my ex. That is my lowest moment at my life. And then I was thinking I will be more worse than it is. I mean, I just want to
Right.
win on that time because my state of mind is not right. And then I talked to my mentor, which is Ajim 24. I mentioned earlier, I asked him from his advice. So I took it and then, yeah, I'm here now.
So what was the advice, and how did like was it like a gradual process? Like how did you make that shift? Because it sounds like that was such a low point in your life. But like now you're here, you're funded, you're making the money. Like what did you have to do?
He said to me, the girl is still not your wife yet. You shouldn't like be like this because of her. You got parents to feed, you got parents to make them
Right.
happy. You're still young, you
Yeah.
have a long journey ahead. I believe in you. Yeah, that's true. I got the parents to feed, I got the parents to make them proud. This is not me. I know that's not me on that time. It
Right.
just lowest point at my life. And then I was like, the next day I just start my normal day back until now. Yeah.
Did you take some time off before you started trading again? Like how did you gain the confidence back to get back in the markets?
I was just start working for a week and then I start doing the successful people habit. I was
Yeah.
go jogging in the morning. I try
Right.
to meditate, but I cannot get the feeling. I really can't get the feeling on meditations.
Right.
I try to close my eyes, but I couldn't get it. I start do workout. I start reading books. I start like networking, talking to people, input my head with like the information, whatever information, not only on finance, whatever information I can get, because basically we can learn everything on everywhere, on everyone. All the positive stuff inside my head, and then it start slowly building me back up, and then got the fire in me, and then start back on trading. Yeah.
You ended up getting like 50K, 100K, and then you joined it and then used some of the profits to purchase more accounts, correct?
Mhm.
Yeah, okay. Nice, nice. And do you use like journaling as far as your routine, or how do you like follow your process, like follow your journey?
You must be surprised. Did you do journaling?
Yeah, I journal. I take screenshots of my, and I actually video my stuff too.
I try, but I procrastinate on that.
Oh, procrastinate. Yeah. You were able to show me like the trade you just took, right? So,
It's the same thing I keep repeating. Most people, they get wrong. They thought that every engulfing you can enter, but not. I just have my own particular setup, which engulfing I should take. Normally, I will take the engulfing at, like, the double top pattern, double bottom pattern, or on the
right.
swap zone. I will take on the with another confluence. This is what I got in 1 year. I do back testing. It just get in my head because not most of people, they think the back testing is just a simple thing, not really important, but actually that is the turning point of your trading. The more you do, the easier you can see the future market or whatever you analyzing on that time.
So you do a lot of back testing?
Ah.
Yeah, that's definitely part of my routine as well. It's like I feel like with back testing, it definitely helps you have the confidence and understand like how long are usually my winning trades, like how long, having more knowledge and having more data gives you more confidence in, holding trades longer, or, understanding like, what is my win rate, if I follow this strategy and things like that, right? So
yeah, because a lot of people, when they're watching the chart, they watch with hope, not with the knowledge. That's why they don't learn anything. Hoping, just hoping, go down, go up, go down.
right. That's more of like a gambling mindset though, right? Yeah.
Even me, if I have like this particular setup, I already entry, and then I know the zone already filled regarding my knowledge, regarding what I understand. I will take at least $1 or $2 profit or cut it short losses. I will not hold it. I just cut it because the past taught me. Because some days I will ego myself. Like I said, trust analysis, hope, but eventually it's not work.
What do you do if you're like in a losing streak? Like what's your process if the last 3-4 trades you took were losers? Do you begin to like, I know at least if I in a losing streak, I start to feel like maybe I need to step away from the desk, but like what's your process there?
So the maximum on the day, only 2 losing position, and then I will stop, and then I will start tomorrow. If I stop on the particular, like 2 times I stop, and then the price will go, it's okay. I don't mind. I just like, it's okay. It's not mean for me. The market is always there. I can always start the next day. I will put my head in the right state of mind, and my emotion, my psychology. I will make sure I'm in a great position or condition before I enter the market, because we're trading with the real money, not a fake money. You need to really take care of your money.
For sure. Risk management is always number one, right?
Even I go aggressive on the retail broker, but even is from the profit, like I say, from the profit I put into retail, I go aggressive on that. But in the meantime, I will make sure I remind money is still money, even though it's a profit.
What would you tell yourself like 3 years ago when you were first starting, like to help yourself? What would you tell Denny Tan like 3 years ago? He's just starting to trade.
Start from earlier.
Yeah.
That's how you actually turn yourself into 360. Your life, really. If your background is from the average people or poor people, that is one of the best platform to you to change your life. If you don't have money to buy the account, the fund trader always do the monthly competition. You just compete with your knowledge. Who knows? You can get like the 300K free account and with the cash as well. If I will tell myself earlier that, what I will tell myself earlier, start from early.
What about for like any struggling traders that are out there right now? Maybe they're trading their live funds, or maybe they've been trying to pass a challenge and they just keep failing challenges. What would you tell that trader to help them?
Focus on your own. If someone else make bigger profit than you, genuinely happy for them. Don't envy them, because when you envy people with a bigger profit than you, is disturb your heart, disturb your emotions, and make you feel small, and you're not in the right state of mind to trading.
Right.
Maybe your capital 100, but you are expecting you get like him. It will never happen. Do a lot of backtesting and find a mentor. Well, you can be a self-taught, but a mentor like shorten your period of time to learning. There's someone to tell you this is not right, this is not this is not that, you should do this, you should do that.
Right.
Because it's really true. If you want to be successful, just follow people who are already successful.
Right. And is there any like books or like things that you've read that, you know, you could share with the audience that maybe helped you?
I didn't read any trading books at the moment. I just reading like wisdom and everything over there.
Yeah.
Like the self-care only limit is you. It's just like mindset. I didn't read any trading books. Yeah,
So
but
mindset,
for sure,
stuff about mindset.
yes. Yeah, because the trading, I think it's just a give off here.
Yeah, for sure.
Not easily, but if you put a lot of work into it, you can get it. Like you really can get it. But inside here, it takes time for you to master it.
Right.
On your winning position or your losing position, what if you already on drawdown, what you need to do, how you gonna go back up, how you gonna fix that thing. It's just that kind of thing actually.
Do you think it's like what you do outside of the charts that really help you become a better trader? Like, do you think it's...
Yes, exactly. I
Is
told
there-
my friend, you want to be a discipline in trading, you need to be disciplined outside from the trading, not in trading. That's how you be disciplined. The first step you can do your best or go to workout, not workout within the muscle, but you can work out like jogging or walking. That is a workout.
Right.
Just be disciplined.
Right.
And I tell them, like, if your boss tell you to come at work at 9, you're gonna be there at 8:30, half an hour early. But if you tell yourself you're gonna jog at 9 a.m., why didn't you be punctual to your own self?
Right.
That kind of thing.
Being accountable, be a person of your word, being a person of integrity. Yeah, I mean, if you're not disciplined, like if you're not disciplined with yourself outside of trading, then how do you expect yourself to be disciplined when without like moving your stop loss or taking profits too early or adding, you know, over leveraging or over trading, whatever the case may be, you know? And it's funny because those are like simple things. All it takes for us to do is click a button, right? Just click, click, click. Just that click itself is showing like who you are, like the type of person you are, you know, it's like have some self-control. So
Exactly.
so people can find you at on your Instagram. We'll have that in the description. You know, I appreciate you hopping on and I really appreciate you sharing your insights with us. Yeah, man, maybe we can have you hop on another podcast in the future. Hopefully that time you're fully allocated, 600K. Let's go. Yeah, definitely. Let's go, dude. Thanks guys for tuning in and we'll see you guys in the next interview.